Sorry, I don't know what's been going on. The signal's not the best, but we're gonna make this happen today. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about a few things. One, you are worth it. Okay, you are worth it. The hours that you work, whether it's for a business, whether it's for a company, you are worth it. And a lot of times we don't remind ourselves of that. You deserve everything that you want in this life, right? And sorry, I've been deep these past few days, but this is what happens when I'm on vacation. You get a time to actually to think, because some of you all don't put enough time into yourselves. Some of you all, you just attack the day, and there's nothing wrong with attacking the day. But what you got to understand. Good morning, Booker's in the house. Good morning, Booker. What you all have to understand is there every day you are essentially chopping down a tree, right? You wake up in the morning, you do your routine, that's you're chopping down the tree every single day. The problem is that many of you all wake up with a dull axe. A dull axe. You guys know what that is? A dull axe is obviously an axe that's not sharp. And you're chopping down this tree, right? Every single day. And it'll make things a lot easier if you do what? Sharpen axe. How do you sharpen your axe? We went into this yesterday by reading certain material, by hanging around certain people, by watching certain material, by retaining certain information, right? Certain information. Morning, Anobi. So that's the thing, is that you got to know that you are worth it. Now, I know we talk about credit and things of that sort, but this lines right up with goal setting. See, a lot of times people don't set goals, so they don't have anything to go for. Whether it's watching information or whatever, they're kind of just winging it. You guys, listen, we got to stop winging it, especially in April. Okay? In April in 2025, the first quarter's already gone. I know many of you all watch sports. Y'all know enough to know what the first quarter is. Or we're just talking finances or just time in general, the first quarter is already gone. So now the question is, what are we going to do with this second quarter? I was talking to my wife yesterday, talk to her every day, of course. And I was like, we got to get more aggressive, right? We got to put more on the table. And I want you all to do that same thing. I want you all to get more aggressive in sharpening your axe. I want you to get more aggressive in not just starting something, but finishing something. We talked about that yesterday. If you got that book that you started, it's time to finish it. If you got that project that you started, it's time to finish it, right? She says, I ain't cutting nothing, right? So that's the thing. We got to make sure as we are living this life, every time we wake up, this is an opportunity. Somebody put opportunity in the chat. It's an opportunity. The problem is people squander the opportunity. They sit around all day, talk about what they're going to do, don't do it. They hang around people that aren't growing, so they aren't growing. It's not their fault. And I'm not saying you can't spend time with people. You just may have to reduce the amount of time you spend with certain people. I know that was tough to hear. Let me say that again. I know, I'm not saying don't hang around people, but some of you all spend too much time around negative people. You got to spend more time with positive people. You got to spend more time with people that say, hey, we're going to figure out how we can get this done. You can't just be around a whole bunch of complainers. You put this phone down. Now, last time I put this phone down, the signal started acting weird. Let me see if we're going to make this work today. But here's the thing. Oh, why is it a green screen? My bad, guys. I didn't mean for that to happen. You do that. But that's the thing, guys, is that we gotta start taking things to another level. We gotta start taking things to another level. And in order for us to take things to another level, we have to know what that looks like. See, some of us don't know what the next level looks like, right? If you want to pay down your credit card, some of you all have never paid down your credit card, so you don't even know what that looks like. You say you want to get another house, but you don't know what that looks like. You need to start putting these things in front of you so you are attracting it. If you want to buy a house this year, you need to know what area you want to buy in. Don't let me know if I'm walking too far away. You need to know what area you want to buy that house in. You need to know how much it costs to buy property, where that is. All of that plays a role. All of it does, right? All of this does. And so we got to make sure that we put this, that it all makes, that it makes sense, right? So let's see here. I got to make sure we don't get no craziness up in here today, right? Ariel says opportunity. Yanobi says write this down. Opportunity, right? June says I'm guilty to that. I don't know why I do that. And it's okay. A lot of times we don't know why we do a lot of things, but it's okay. You got to give yourself some grace, but we also have to say, hey, listen, this is what we're going to do today. This is what we're going to do today. Somebody put it in the chat. Today is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day. We pick up where we left off. You find that book, you finish it. You get that project, you write out what needs to be done, right? See, in the 850 Club Elite, we talk about this. And you guys need to find somewhere. And for some of you all, that's church. Some of you all, it could be your friends. I'm not saying all of the people we associate with are negative, complaining, stuff like that. Some of those people that are negative, complaining, some of them are family. Some of them is your spouse. Some of you all need to reevaluate your relationships, not just the relationships at your job, the relationships of your family, the relationships of, who you choosing. Why do you keep attracting these types of people? Because you haven't changed. I'm not trying to be difficult. And you're like, Calvin, what does this have to do with credit? Let me tell you something. Any goal, no matter what that goal is, any goal, it doesn't matter what that goal is. You have to become somebody else. That's why I said yesterday, be patient in becoming the person you've never become before. Be patient in becoming the person that you've never, ever become before, right? That's what I'm talking about. We got it's a little bit of traffic outside. So y'all gonna hear a couple of cars and stuff like that. But you have to be patient in becoming the person that you say you want to become, right? You got to be patient. But today is the day. Today is the day that we say, you know what? Where am I at with my goals? Where am I at with what I want to do? Right? We talked about that yesterday. Look, check this out. Marcus says today is the day. Ariel says today is the day. T-Dub said today is the day. There you go. There you go. Good morning, Marcus. Appreciate you being here. Diva, what's in the house? What's going on? He says, Mike called me yesterday. I told him the area I want my property in. Look at Yanobi taking action. Y'all need to keep things in front of you. We're not just talking about manifesting is, yes. You say, hey, I'm going to do X. I'm going to do this. You're putting it into the atmosphere. You're putting it into the universe. Yeah, that's part of it. But we also got to make sure we take action. You see what Yanobi just did? That's taking action. Y'all like, well, that's just setting up a search. Yeah, you need to keep it in front of you. You need to keep what you want to do in front of you. A lot of times because we can't see it, we can't be reminded. You guys heard the saying I'm about to say. Out of sight, what's the rest? Out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. If you can't see it, you're going to forget about it because the world is distracting us. I get distracted too. I'm on TikTok. I'm looking for something specific. Next thing I know, I'm scrolling. They got me too. I go to Facebook. I'm going to respond to a message. I get to Facebook. I start scrolling. Next thing I know, 10 minutes is gone. I go to YouTube. I say, hey, I'm going to check this video out, or I'm going to change something in the back end at 850 Club, making sure we keep you guys happy. I go to my homepage. Something gets my attention. I start watching the video. They got me too. So it happens. It happens. But here's the thing, though. I also say, let me get back to what I need to get done. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't make mistakes and things of that sort. What I'm saying is that you got to make sure that you keep things in front of you. If you want that car, you need to know what it looks like. If you want that house, you need to know what it looks like. You need to start preparing for that. You got to start preparing. You got to start attracting. You got to start manifesting. Otherwise, you're just saying stuff. You start on it, but the emotion will change. See, that's really the work. The work is, watch this. The work is when you want to do something and the emotion is there, you're excited about it. And let's just say that that's day one. When day 4 comes, you don't feel like it, whatever day that is. And then you say, man, I don't feel like doing it. That's when the work comes in and say, hey, we got to stay on track. And that's with any goal, whether it's weight loss, whether you want to eat a certain way, whether you're trying to save a certain amount of money, you're trying to invest, you're trying to build your credit up, you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to get in a certain relationship. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to make sure that you're keeping these things in front of you. Many of you all are not where you want to be because you're not reminding yourself every single day. Well, Calvin, I can't do it every day. No, you can't do it every day, but you should be able to do it most of the days. The reason why it feels weird, the reason why you're starting to complain, the reason why it's starting to feel irritating is because it's what? It's work. It's work. It's work. But today is the day. Today is the day, guys. Booker says today is the day to finish that book one chapter at a time, one page at a time. Absolutely. Elite is in the building. Listen, guys, if you guys are with 850 Club Elite, let us know inside the chat. We're in here deep today. We're in here deep today. Good morning, Coach Elizabeth. What's going on? Marcus says, I got 5 rental properties to look at this weekend, bro. Look at that. Y'all see what Marcus doing? Let me tell y'all Marcus' story real quick. I love telling people stories. You know why I love telling people stories? Because Marcus is human. He is human. He has 24 hours in a day. I'm sure at some point his credit wasn't where he wanted it to be, or he didn't have the information that he knows now. That's safe to say. He says, you know what? I'm going to take action. I'm going to take action. He watched the videos. He joined the 850 Club Elite. He got the score where he needed it to be. I think he had it beforehand. I'm not sure. Then he said, you know what? I want a property. Great. What's the next step? See, a lot of you all don't know the next step. We talked about that yesterday. Somebody put next step inside the chat. Put next step inside the chat. What is the next step? I told Marcus, like I told Yanobi, like I tell everybody, like I tell even YouTube subscribers and YouTube viewers, you need to know the next step. I told Marcus the next step. I said, listen, the next step is we got to make sure we got the scores. He says, okay, great. I got the scores. Perfect. Then guess what? People stop there. See, life is like an elevator. Life is like an elevator. It's floors, it's levels, right? I'm not a Meek Mill fan, but he said it's levels to this. Well, we got some Meek Mill fans in here. I'm not. Not that we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, it's not that I don't care. I mean, it's not that I'm not a fan, I would say. I just don't listen to too much of his music. He probably has a couple songs. But he did say, hey, there's levels to this, right? And see, here's the thing. Watch this. We all get off on different floors. We all get off on a different floor. So the question is, how high do you want to go? How high do you want to go? This is why we need to have high-level conversations. High level, right? We're not just talking about saving money no more. We're talking about investing. We're not just talking about investing anymore. We're talking about retirements. Stuff that people don't want to talk about. That thing is old people talk. Man, you better listen. The earlier you start, the easier it's going to be. Let me say that again. The earlier you start, the easier it's going to be. Let me get back to Marcus. Because we got people making moves out here. See, you around people. What happens when you are around people making moves? Chances are you're going to be making moves. What happens when you're around people? Watch this. You're a product of your environment. You're a product of your environment. If a person grows up in the hood, they're going to act like the hood. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't change or that they won't have certain mannerisms. But if you put them in the hood, they're going to act like they're from the hood. Because it's different. It's different. The food is different. The people are different. Not bad. Things are different. You put a person in the suburbs. Sorry, I know that truck is coming. Let me see if I can move us around. So, if we put a person in the suburbs, we put a person in the city, and you put a person where it's cold outside. This is any environment. You down right here. That should be a good spot. He says, I said, Marcus, listen, this is the next step. Now we need to get the pre-approval. Right? See, some of you all stopped at the credit score. Some of you all stopped at the goal. Some of you all didn't set the goal. He set the goal. He said, what's what I need to do? Right? You keep going. You got to keep going. Now he has the pre-approval. Now he's looking at properties. He's looking at 5 properties this weekend. He put his action where his mouth is. Not your money where your mouth is. Action where your mouth is. We ain't doing, listen, We're not just gonna keep talking in April. We're not just gonna keep talking in 2025. I'm trying to take you all to another level. This is why it feels different. This is why it sounds different. Because I'm helping you all go to another level. You've never been there before. Some of you all never been there before. Some of you all don't know what it's like not to pay high interest. Some of you all don't know what it's like to walk in and they got the car ready for you pulled up with a bow on it. They ain't check credit. What you mean? I already had a conversation with you. The last 2 cars that we bought, the car was pulled up, ready to test drive. Numbers already done. My wife had a dream car on her board. When we pulled up, had a bow on it. Numbers already done. You know why? Multiple reasons. One, I know the game. But number 2, I'm in position. Some of you all got to get in position, not just with credits. Not just with credit. This is a whole wall we talking, right? So we got to go deeper than credit. Now, don't get me wrong. YouTube is funny. I got to keep talking about credit. Otherwise, y'all ain't going to watch it. You know? But don't get me wrong. We're going to go into a way deeper situation. Way deep. Way deep. I got some special coming up for y'all too. Listen, we got a nice collaboration coming up. A nice collaboration coming up. Y'all gonna love this one. Yes, this is something new. This is something new. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell the 850 Club Elite. I'm gonna only tell them. Cause everybody else gonna act a fool when I say this. So either way, I'll keep y'all posted. Let's get back into the chat, man. I want anybody to miss out this morning. All right, let's see what else we got. Marcus says, okay, you got these 5 rental properties to look at this weekend. Rental properties. Listen, some people like to pay rent. Some people like to collect rent. Which one you think your bank account like? I'm gonna say that again. Which one you think your bank account like? When rent money is going out or rent money coming in? Which one you think your bank account like? That's right. Another stream of income. Right? See, some of you all just have that one stream of income. You can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. You know why? Because listen, there are some things you can't control. You can't control what Trump do. Whether you like Trump, whether you hate Trump, you can't control what this man do. This man making changes every day. I can't keep up. It's stuff this man is doing every single day. It's insane. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time because we got a mixed crowd up in here. I don't want to lose my people here. But we ain't gonna talk about politics. Coach Elizabeth says Bishop Calvin. Oh man. You know, I'm just talking today, man. She says, he says, I was looking. Booker says, create a vision board where you can look at it and see it every single day. That's what I'm talking about. People don't talk about vision boards no more. Keep that stuff in front of you. Cynthia says, out of sight, out of mind. Coach says, she says, you make working towards your goals possible. I appreciate that, Elizabeth. And you know what it is, really, Elizabeth, is that people don't understand how strong association really is, man. Like we got to, and see, like in the 850 Club Elite, we talk about this all the time. On our YouTube videos, we talk about this stuff all the time. This is more than just information, right? I'm like, hey, when are you going to do what I'm telling you to do? When are you going to do what I'm telling you what to do? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying do every damn thing I'm talking about. You can't do everything, but you can do most of this stuff, right? You know, he says manifesting that husband. I know that's right. Booker says Elite is rolling deep in the building. Listen, we appreciate you guys being here. Listen, Cynthia says, write this down. Next step. T-Dub says the next step. Marcus says the next step. Ariel says the next step moving forward. Robert says the next step. Nicholas says, yes, sir, we are in here. Elite Club Dejan, that's what I'm talking about. Dejan is in the building. Marcus is in the building. He says, no Diddy. It's crazy. Cynthia says, say it again for the people in the back. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Listen. Oslia Musa says 850 Club, great. We have 100K to 500. Oh man, see that's the thing. I don't go too deep into that side of things, but we're gonna keep going. Brother, just running your mouth. You know, he said you don't got the answer. Dang. He said you ain't got on that level. Dang. Well, let me make sure you never come back. Hold on one second. You gotta fix people like that. That's what. See, let me tell y'all something. That's what negative people look like. That's what negative people look like. I get them too. People that have nowhere to go, people that don't have, they come to me too. And what you do is just get them out your life. You don't go, let's go, let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you want to go back and forth with people, but let me tell you something. Don't forget your most valuable asset, and that's your time. See, people like that is not worth my time. I've helped thousands of people nationwide because of the information that I give, and 98% of the information I give is for free. So if people got so many answers, why don't you do the same thing I'm doing? If you know so much, what does it cost you to help somebody else? But you rather spend your time, most valuable asset, you rather spend most of your time telling somebody else what they do. And that's the thing. Sometimes negative people don't know that they're negative. You got to give people some grace. Sometimes they've been negative for so long, they don't even know that they being negative. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got a friend, they don't know how to support you or they don't know how to direct you, right? So I'm here to remind you, listen, I go through the same stuff y'all go to. But you see how quick I got rid of somebody? Man, you got to get these people out your life. You gotta disassociate yourself with some people. Otherwise, it's gonna slow you down. You think they helping you, whole time it's a pity party, right? It's a pity party, right? You know, it says multiple streams of income. Let me tell y'all something. You know how many people I've helped become landlords since I've been learning this information? Because I've always seen that a lot of people we don't know what we don't know. Somebody put that in the comments. We don't know what we don't know, right? We don't know what we don't know. Just because you see somebody with a nice car, nice house, don't mean that they're not having some type of situation, some type of struggle financially or whatever the case may be. Nobody's perfect. But that's the thing. You got to keep your mind open. Closed minds can't get anywhere. Or you're going to get there real slow. You got to keep your mind open. That doesn't mean that everything that everybody says is accurate, but you at least got to be open to the information. Some of you all, again, your ego is keeping you from where you say you want to be. But you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Marcus says, 850 Club Elite. We said we don't play no games. Give Me Cash says, listen, Calvin, we got to weather the storm. It's crazy out here, man. You ain't lying. Booker says, it's okay. Like my mama used to tell me, I'll show you better than I can tell you. That's right. That's right. You know, he says, if you ain't got no hater, you ain't doing things right. Listen, you're right about that. Ain't that something? Some people are here just to hate. Listen, a dog don't bark at a parked car. A dog is not going to bark at no parked car. You got to be moving. Somebody going to have something to say no matter what you're doing. Remember that. And some of you are not ready for it. Some of you are not ready for it, right? It's going to hurt seeing that one of your friends is not happy for you when you buy that house. It's going to hurt when some of your family members see that you got that car, right? Some people don't want to see you have a high credit score. Listen, I'm telling you, some people don't want you to win. You got to win. Win for yourself. Win for your family. That's what it's all about, right? Nationwide is on Calvin's side. Right? Calvin, imagine if they had a league for haters. I guess there would be a lot of professionals in that league. Man, it's crazy. Man, it's crazy. Right? That's crazy. Listen, Marcus says we don't know what we don't know. You know, he says, write this down. We don't know what we don't know. Man. And see, that's the thing. Information can change everything. I met somebody while I've been here, and I'm gonna wrap up. I met somebody while I was here, and it was just a general conversation, and I was just picking up gems along the way. I'm always looking to learn something. See, a lot of times people just like, man, Calvin, just talk. I talk on YouTube all the time. So when I walk into a room, I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to see who can I connect with. Do you know how many people locally have no idea that I even have a YouTube channel? Just because I'm listening more. And then when I give them my card, or when they say, and I always look at the expression on their face, they say, oh man, you got a YouTube channel? I say, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to you, man. Man, because we always trying to build our stuff. Then they pull up the channel, say, oh man, they've either seen the channel, or they've heard of the channel, or they're surprised at what goes on. We can't just keep looking at subscriber count. It's more so how many people have I helped? I don't care about the views. I don't care about the subscribers. That comes with it. It's more so how many people have we helped, right? Have we helped? Has the information on any of these, it's 2,000 videos. Has any of the information helped anybody? Have you sent any of the videos to somebody you know that it can help? You should know that as well. You should know that as well, right? Next is, Calvin, I'm stuck at 830 credit score for the last 2 years. 850 Club won't let me in. Yeah, that's all. Because the thing is, we just got to have, hold on, guys. I think it's got some people coming. Let me see if I got to move. Need me to move? You sure? Okay. All right, cool. All right. They said I ain't got to move. They know I'm here trying to help people. So, but anyway, Saying that to say a couple things, guys. Saying that to say a couple things. Matter of fact, let me see where I was at. Oh, the 8:30. So yeah, you just need more time. Just make sure that you got 5 to 7 open accounts, and then make sure that those accounts are open. I mean, they have 8 to 11 years of average history. 8 to 11 years. Okay, 8 to 11 years. You know, he says it hurt when it be your own family. She said, I didn't think I was going to be where I'm at right now. Absolutely. Some people don't want to see you do it. And a lot of times they don't care whether you do it or not. They just mad because you did it before they did it. It's unfortunate. And we go talk about that every day, but y'all got to expect that. Y'all got to expect certain things. See, because y'all never have gone to that next level. You haven't gone to that next level. That's what that looks like, the next level. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Right? Margaret says, it has helped me. Thank you, sir. Man, that's why we put this information. But listen, we about to take it up to a whole nother level now. We're about to take it up to a whole nother level now. Y'all gonna see some stuff that's way different. And it's only gonna make things better. This channel will be better. I'm telling you, we got some big stuff coming up. Get ready. But either way, I'm not gonna hold a lot of you guys. I'm not gonna hold up a lot of you guys, hold a lot of you guys up. Listen, we gotta make sure that we keep things rolling the way we need to. Okay? But either way, guys, listen. If you're serious about your goals, you need to subscribe to this channel. If you're serious about your goals, if you know someone that's serious about their goals, make sure you share this channel with them, okay? Now, if you want to get to your goals faster, then we can make you a custom game plan, or you can consider joining the 850 Club Elite, okay? Now, if you want someone to hold you accountable, that's where the 850 Club Elite comes in at. But again, if you just want to just get your goals accomplished, get closer to your goals, you can't just watch these videos. You got to take action in what these videos are talking about. We got a lot more stuff that's on the way. All right. But either way, guys, we'll be back to regular schedule tomorrow. Let me know if you guys want more content like this. Okay. More content like this. Samuel says, bro, I'm in the 650 club. Don't you worry, man. We're going to get you to where you want to be. And you can listen, you can do a lot with that 650. You can lower your car payment. You can get a decent credit card, next tier, next level. You can buy property up to 4 units, right? You can listen. You can upgrade some stuff in your life. You can get a credit limit increase. It's a lot you can do at 650. So listen, we got you, but just make sure we maximizing your score, okay? Just Who I Am says, me too. Joy says, okay. She says, how? I got you, Joy. But listen, Joy. This is what you got to do. Join the 850 Club Elite. Go to 850clubelite.com. That's 850 CLUBELITE. This is just an option. This is an option, okay? There are videos will always be here. The information will never, ever stop. But if you want me to hold you accountable, if you want to have access to me,